Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. I am going to do the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge hosted by Amy at the Crafty Cat 7212. That is her YouTube. She's on Instagram, Crafty Cat 72, and she has a very full Etsy shop, Crafty Cat USA, and the USA is in capital letters. Every Monday she draws 2 prompts. And the idea is to not stress over it, to not overthink it until Friday, and just do it. Well, I struggle, but I'm here. I'm here for the party. So Monday she drew stamp, as in stamping, and paint splatter. And I don't stamp very much, like never, like twice a year. So I got the idea that I collect the, when you buy a book and you tear the fly page out, it's got this, I collect these. I have stacks of them. But I got out these 3. This one's stamped with draw. They've usually got the town. This one says Jefferson, Iowa, Lakeview, Auburn. Depends on where you're, Sac City. So these are all, depends on where you go. If you go down by Des Moines, it's going to say Polk County Library or something. But anyway, I thought I would just make some of these because I dug through my very limited supply of stamps because I don't stamp. And I have a library one. I don't know where I got it. I have no idea where it came from. I have used them, but I don't do it very often. So I thought I'd just make some of these. I was trying to figure out what I could do to add to my Christmas journal. I was going to stamp on fabric. I literally pulled out fabric thinking I'll stamp on some fabric and put it in my my accordion journal, which is another one of Amy's little deals. And I got out some green and some old lace and some of this, and I thought I would stamp, and I'm like, another day, not today. So we're going to make some of these. So I also have, well, here's another one. I also have, or maybe that's one I had before, these half pieces of copy paper, very heavily dyed, very rough feeling. So let's do those. Let's do it. So we're just going to do one at a time. Let me stamp these up. And then I'll have more for my stash. I need, okay, these are on this. This is on a piece of paper on this. So actually I need another piece of paper, don't I? All right, let's do that. Let's make it real official. Let's make it really official. This is all stuff I've copy dyed. This is the heavier, grungy stuff. Let's see if I can find something. This is whiter. This will work. This will be good. So I have a bunch of these done up. I did go thrifting yesterday. I had a video. I had a copyright violation on it on YouTube. I noticed this morning. So I deleted it. It only had 3 views anyway. There was music playing, and I got sidetracked by an antique collector that she actually used to buy from me. Huge buyer back in my woodcraft days. I would take her loads. Sometimes she was telling me today, do you remember that time you brought me that big load? Your van was completely packed full. She would say, fill your van, I'm ready, I need it. And she said, you brought me a whole load of birdhouses. Our birdhouses were like, this was when I was married to my kid's dad. All out of barnwood. Well, some of them weren't. The cabinets weren't, but we would make cabinets that had birdhouse holes in the top, and they had doors on them, just like a jelly cabinet. And she said you unloaded them by the tree. She had an antique shop that was in an old house. And I said, no, I remember unloading them by the tree. She said, you unloaded them, and she said, by the end of the day, everything was gone but a couple pieces. And she said, and your van was packed. And you went, what? She goes, I can still remember your voice. What? Because I sold wholesale, and I shipped all over the country. And I had I had a handful of local shops that were not from market. They were just not local, but they're 30 miles. She was 30 miles. And then I had one that's closer than that. I had some within a 90-mile range. And I would, they would call an order, but I didn't deliver unless it was a big order. Big as in $500 to $1,000. And we're talking in the early 2000s. But anyway, it was fun talking to her, but she got me sidetracked and I had my camera going and I had to hold it to the side so it wasn't on her. And the whole conversation was on there. Well, not the whole. We talked for a long time. It's kind of fun. So anyway, copyright violation. I just deleted it. You just can't go thrifting without in that store anyway. Where's my ink? Where's my ink? We'll do black. I have this little inky pad. I guess I need to see what's up and what's down. Okay, it's this way. Yeah. So everybody's happy for Friday. Heading to the weekend. Any plans? I suppose a lot of people are going to, like pumpkin patches. This seems like it's dry. Get another one. Oh, that's blue. We don't want blue. We don't want blue. It could be colorful though. I have 0 plans. 0. Where's my blacks? Hopefully this is... I need to buy ink. I need to just get on Amazon and do some re-inking. By re-inking stuff. If this isn't dark, I'm going to have to turn around and get in this little cabinet and see if I can find a new ink. I don't even know where my acrylic block is. I only have one because I don't stamp. Let's do this. I know you can stick them on these. Oh, this is just, see why I don't ink? It worked. It kind of worked. We'll just call it kinda. Okay, I need to see if I have a new ink. This is very, sorry guys. I need a new ink pad, and I do have one. It's never been opened. Oh, it's got tape on it. Oh, it's still in the wrapper. All right, I gotta cut it. So I did go thrifting. I didn't get the frogs that I went after. But I did get this carved horse. I am gonna go ahead and put this on here. I got this carved horse that's pretty awesome. I had to pay $15 for it. It's out in my car. It's still in the car. Oh, this is better. Boy, that one was shot. Shot Ola. I got a bunch. I don't usually do clothes, but I got a Michigan jacket. Under Armour. Quarter zip. I got a washing. Oh, that's much better. Look at the difference. Now I need to throw that other pad away. There we go. In the trash. Was that the new one? No. Yeah. We good? We're good. Yeah, look at the difference. I was having a brain moment. Defunct brain. Let's do one more. Gosh, I didn't. Very simple. I'm not very elaborate. I'm a grungy girl. I got the Michigan jacket. I got a Washington, D.C. brand new hoodie. And the Washington and the D.C. are those chenille, the bumpy chenille letters that they put on that are raised. That's way better. Let's do some coffee spots. I got 2 Under Armour dry fit shirts that look absolutely brand new. I got an Izod Lacoste golf shirt, and it even says Izod Golf on it, and it had the tags on it. And I got the tags off. Everything went in the laundry when I got home. I bought 3 bags of stuffed animals. My son is so funny. I had cleaned out my garage the other day trying to get stuff out of there because pretty soon I'll be dragging my car in. You know, gardening stuff, bag of potting soil, a leftover bag of black mulch that I didn't use, a brand new bag, but I didn't use it. And just stuff like that, you know, with my watering, my sprinkler can. There, that looks good. And the car seat was in there, and I don't have him often enough to just keep it hanging around. So I had it in my car. I went to the volleyball game at 4. I went from the thrift shop to the volleyball game, and I messaged him, I'm coming out with your car seat, because they have an acreage, and they have a machine shed, they have a chicken coop, they have a garage attached to their house, but they have another garage. I might as well do this one. These turned out good. How about if I just turn this one over and do it? Anyway, I said, I'm coming. I'm bringing you your... And I had 3 bags of stuffed animals, and they were huge. And I took my grandson, he's 3. I said, come out to Grandma's car. She's got something. And we dragged one of those in. And my son goes, don't bring those in here, bed bugs. He didn't even want a pizza stone, a Pampered Chef pizza stone, because it was used. So funny. Is he really my child? I don't know where he came from with that attitude. But, see, these are 3 different ones. This is cute. Anyway, we opened one anyway. I said, oh, shut up. You're so dumb, like that. And we started laughing. And in one of the bags, there were 3 of these great big, they're like, I don't know, 12 to 14 inches. The tags are on them, and they're called Belly Buddies. There's 4 of them. 2 didn't have tags. 2 had tags, and there was a whole bunch of the small ones. They're calling them on eBay 6-inch. I about died. I'm like, what? And so all those, it took me 2 laundry loads to wash all the stuffed animals. Now, how do they do this? Let's look. I thought I had a paper one. Oh yeah, here it is. This is the flyleaf one. So they glued it on, and then, okay, we got this. We're going to make them look authentic by the time we're done. So glue on the top. Let's use this. What else did I get? Oh, I got some dishes. They're right beside me. Of course you got dishes, Linda. This was not staying, is it? There we go. I got some dishes. I'll share them. Oh well. That's a boo-boo. Wrong end. We'll wipe that off or cut it. That's real life. It happens. Let's go a little higher, because I don't know the size of journal, and then that way it can be trimmed. This needs to go away. Let's see. I don't have a wipe. Oh my word. Oh my word. Let's use the back side of this quilt, because it really won't matter. It'll dry. There we go. Is that crooked? There we go. There's one. This is the top. You could literally sit and make a stack of these while you're watching TV. I had to make sure my months were right side up. There's that. Of course, you could dribble more coffee on it. There's 2. Let's do this one. Not terribly tricky, is it? There. They look real to me. Let's see what size is a normal book. It's about right. there's our Stampin' Up! Big guys. Put these out of the way. And then I will do the paint splatter. Actually, I've lost the lid already. All right, you're staying right there. Oh, there it is. Paint splatter. Let's paint splatter in my journal. I'm just gonna give him an old paint splatter. Pour a little water over here in my scientific lab. I'm gonna use watercolor. This is something else I don't do. I don't paint splatter. Amy does it a lot. If Amy can do it, I can do it. I don't really want it on his face. Well, too late. So what am I doing today? Yesterday I baked cinnamon rolls. The day before that I baked bread. Yesterday it was 78 degrees, and I got up and I thought, oh, I want to make chili and cinnamon rolls and take it to the neighbor boy when he comes home at noon. Then I got on a kick about getting to the thrift store. Hadn't been there all week. And let's just do it all the way through and have a chat. And went to the thrift store, went to the wrestling. Listen to me. Went to the volleyball game. It's my granddaughter's last one. She is a 6th grader, so it's middle school-ish. Back in my day, that was still part of elementary. Isn't that crazy? How things change. Their schoolwork is harder than what I did in high school. It's crazy. Their math is just outrageous. Outrageous. And I am not a help. I just say, you know what? You're never going to do this in life. You're never going to care about polygons and all that stuff. You're never going to need to know the dimensions. You're going to want to know how much square feet of carpet you're going to need. You're going to have the carpet layer come and measure it, and then he's going to order it, and then that's it. You're never going to need to know. Your biggest challenge is, what size diapers is my kid going into? Okay, let's get carried away here. Why don't we? I can't wait to show you what I got. I didn't really get that carried away. The animals, I should take pictures. My sink in my bathroom and my counter is literally covered with stuffed animals. They're like, I have a bowl sink that sits on top, and it's full of, because I didn't put them in the dryer. It's full of them. It's literally full of stuffed animals. There's a Bluey. No, Blue's Clues. There's a Blue's Clues. There's one of the, what's the 3 where they wore coveralls and they had yellow shirts, overalls? Minions. There's a Minion. There's an Abominable Snowman. My kids are all like, don't bring those to our house. Because kids have so many stuffed animals. I said, well, get one of those things that hang on the wall. My daughter goes, no, I don't want to put holes in my walls. I'm like, oh, she's definitely not my daughter. I have like 34 pictures on one wall in my living room and kitchen. My bedroom's just getting as bad. I have a gallery wall in my bedroom going now. It's like here a nail, there a nail. But to be fair, I have shiplap, and you can put the nails in the groove. So, all right, there's our paint splatter. That's cute. I don't do this very often, but I kind of like it. But I'm going to have to lay this out to dry because we don't want any smearing. Okay. Gosh, wrestling season starting. My granddaughter that's 9 is wrestling a long ways away. She's going all the way to out by Omaha, which is 2 hours for her first wrestling tournament. And then my grandson that's in football, oh, I think he has a game tonight. He's going to wrestle. He's never wrestled before. He's very thin, small. But he'll wrestle his weight class. Look at this. It's got quite a bit of crazing, but I kind of enjoy that. Orange was half price, so I paid $2.25 for it. And I don't know this brand. It's Scrape. It said RS George, made in the USA. 1916 or something like that. I'll have to take a picture and you can take a picture of a bottom if you can't read it, and then pinch it, and then you can read the backs. This is called a back stamp. But you probably knew that. But there are no chips or anything, so it's beautiful. For $2.25, it can just sit on a shelf. I don't care. I love it. It's just, I love these colors. There's tape on it. I can get that off another time. And then I got these bowls. Okay, say it with me. You ready, Kelly? Look at the gold. Look, isn't that beautiful? These are really mint. I did look them up, and I cannot remember. They were 50 cents a piece, and there were only 2. So a set of 2, I'll list them. I'm not going to keep them. I can't keep everything. Aren't they gorgeous? I can't remember this pattern, though. But I did Google Lens it in the store. They were worth picking up. You just have to find the buyer. But the gold it's just phenomenal. So there's that. And then we have the platter. This was $2. You know what would be fun, though? I was talking to my antique dealer friend, and I said, I buy those Corningware pans with the blue flowers, the blue corn flower. They're not terribly valuable. There's other patterns that are more. This is unmarked, but it did come up, and it was worth buying. This is called transfer, where it's not hand painted. If I want to take something to a family thing, I can leave it, and they've got a dish. To me, it's more. It makes more sense than going and buying a tin. This was $2 too, by the way. This is the bigger one, like for the meat. There. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the gold. It's a little worn. It's a little worn, but it's just, this is just, there's no, you can see there are no scratches or anything. This will clean up. Just take a magic sponge and just very gently, it'll all be gone. So that's what I got yesterday. And all the stuffed animals and all the shirts. Oh, I also got a pair of LL Bean khakis. I think they were 32. Tags are on them. 3 of the jackets I paid $5 for. The Nike dry fits I paid $3.95, and the coats are $5. And the LL Beans, I don't remember what I paid for them. Oh, you know what? They're right here. Hold on. I'm going to grab them. The other stuff is hanging in my shower because I washed it. And I hung it to dry. Let's see what they are. Let's just see what I paid. Okay, I paid $3.95 because there's no extra price tag. LL Bean. I'm going to eBay these because $31.32. So the deal is this town has a very large Catholic school, and their uniform color is khaki and red, or navy. I think they can wear navy or red polos and khaki pants. So they literally have this huge long rack. Literally must be the word of the day. I've said that twice. It's full of khaki pants from, kindergarten all the way up. Tons of khakis in there. So, brand new LL Bean. How about that? So this is probably, what did I say, $31.32. This would be Well, this is what my 17-year-old wears, grandson. I don't think he'd wear khakis. Not this. Oh, they're nice. Gosh, they look longer than 32. I don't know. Very generous length. So that's it, guys. That's my story, my haul. My video had to come down. It didn't have to, but it said copyright, so I don't think it was viewable. And so here's our stamping. And our paint splatter is laying on the floor drying. Yeah, it's drying. Where will we get it? I think it turned out cute. I should do this more often. Amy does it. Why don't I do it? It's going to be cute. It turned out good. There we go. There we go, guys. Well, I hope you have a good day. I'm going to end this little chatty video. What does Carol Laws say? Waffling? I heard Joey say it too. Waffle. That must be an English thing. All right. I hope you have a great Friday. Happy weekend. Go out and visit a pumpkin patch or something. Bye-bye. Love you all.